So I got inspired recently to talk about some games that I think would be really cool to show up at the Game Awards this year, and that's happening next week. And I just thought it would be interesting to get my thoughts ahead of time to see if any of the games that I'm going to be talking about are actually going to end up getting announced, which most of them are probably not going to. So anyway, I just thought it'd be interesting to talk about it real quick because I like talking about video games and video game announcements that could potentially happen or not. So let's start off with the first thing, really easy, really simple, with the final Tekken character now being released. I think at this point, I think it is prime time to maybe release a new trailer for season 3 for Tekken 8 because I would really like to get back into the game, and I think a new season would be the perfect opportunity for me to want to get back into playing the game and try to get better at the game and just play it more in general. After that, I think it would be really cool to see a new trailer for Virtua Fighter because Virtua Fighter 6 got announced last year that it was in development for the project, and we haven't really seen like actual gameplay of what the game is actually going to look like when two players are fighting against each other. So I think it'd be really interesting and really cool to see an actual new official actual gameplay because we just straight up just haven't really gotten anything from Virtua Fighter 6. So I think that would be really interesting and really cool to see. Marvel Tokon is actually getting a beta pretty soon at the time of me recording this. I think it's actually later this week now that I remember it. But I think it'd be really cool if we got a new trailer for Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls, specifically in regards to new characters, because the characters that are being playable in the next available beta, we have already known that they were going to be in the game, but we're now playing as two new characters, which is Spider-Man and Ghost Rider. But I want to see new characters, and how many characters are they going to show off? I have no idea. Only time will tell how many characters they actually decide to show off in terms of like maybe they'll show off 2 characters, maybe they'll show off 4 characters. Considering this is a 4v4 fighting game, I think it would make a lot of sense for them to show off 4 new characters. But a new Marvel Tokon trailer would be really, really cool. Same thing with Invincible Versus, because last week I think it was, we had a closed alpha for Invincible Versus, and I really, really enjoyed my time playing on that game. I thought it was super fun. I think it looks better when you're actually looking at it from gameplay, when you're actually playing the game instead of when you're looking at trailers. But I just think it would be so cool to get a new trailer because I want to see new characters. I just want to see like some of the single player content because we have no idea what single player content is going to be available for Invincible Versus. I think this would be the perfect opportunity for them to show off not only single player content, but just new characters in general, like Thrag and Conquest, like some of the other Viltrumites that were in these, I guess, latest seasons of Invincible, which I haven't actually gotten around to watching yet, so I need to get around to doing that. But I just think it would be really cool if we got an Invincible Versus trailer and got some new characters. They show off some single player content. I think that'd be super neat. I really want to know what the next NRS game is, because they haven't really been doing anything in terms of content in specific around Mortal Kombat 1. They had released all their characters, they released all their content, they released a patch, I think it was, that like did some balancing adjustments, and that was pretty much it. They haven't really touched Mortal Kombat 1 since then. I would really like to know what it is that they're working on. Is it another Mortal Kombat? Is it like Mortal Kombat 2? Is it Injustice 3? Because we've been getting some rumors revolving around like Injustice actors voicing some characters that they're known from voicing from the Injustice games. So I'm very curious to see if maybe we're gonna get an Injustice 3 or something in relation to like DC and NRS in some way, but it's not specifically Injustice or something like that. I don't know. Who knows what they're working on? Who knows what they're doing? Who knows how it's being affected with the recent developments that have been going on revolving around Warner Brothers, because they're in the process of being potentially bought out in the near future. I still think it would be really cool if we got a new trailer for the next project that NRS are working on, and I just hope that it's something interesting and something cool. GTA 6 got delayed pretty recently, like a few weeks ago, maybe like about a month ago. I don't remember when it was delayed, but it had been delayed for until next year, and that made a lot of people very, very upset. And so I think it's not likely, because I don't remember the last time like a Rockstar Games game had been shown off at the Game Awards at TGA or like any Jeff Keighley event. But I think if there's like any time for them to like remedy the damage that they've done to people's excitement and hype for GTA 6, I think one of the biggest places they could do that is at TGA. The number one thing that they would have to do, in my opinion, in order to really fix the damage that they've done to people's excitement is for them to not do what they did with trailer 1 and trailer 2, which is just show off some cinematics. They have to actually show off some gameplay, because we haven't actually gotten some official gameplay of the characters interacting with the world, them using weapons, them driving around in cars and other type of vehicles and stuff like that. We want to actually be able to see what you can do and how you interact with the world and what's available for the character and the players to engage with within GTA 6, because obviously a lot of people are going to want to play online when that eventually ends up becoming available, but what is there available to do in just the single player alone besides just the story? And I think the number one thing that they have to do to really remedy the damage that they did for delaying the game is to show off some gameplay, especially because recently, like yesterday or maybe like 2 days ago, there was some leaked gameplay of like some animation work that was done from one of the developers. And I don't remember if it was leaked or something like that, or if it was like released officially. I think it was leaked actually. But there was like some leaked animation work that was done. It's not like fully developed, like they don't have like actual official models for the characters, but it's still animation work being done. So it's a sliver of more information around GTA 6, but it's basically nothing really to go off of. I'm talking about like full, like you see, or we are watching the characters interact with other NPCs with like interactable objects, like going into like a bar or something and like ordering like a drink from like the bartender or something like that. Just anything to give us some sort of means to be excited about what's available for us when we actually get our hands on this game next year, because so many people are genuinely like losing hype and excitement for this game because they just are delaying this game over and over again. And it's reminding people a lot of what CD Projekt Red had done a few years ago with Cyberpunk 2077. So it's people are starting to get really skeptical, and I think one of the biggest things that you can do to fix their expectations and get their hype levels adjusted in some sort of fashion is to show off some gameplay. I think that genuinely seriously needs to be done, and if that doesn't happen soon, within like the next like 6 months maybe, I think people are going to start getting more and more frustrated and more angry at Rockstar for seemingly just keeping this away from the public and not allowing us to actually be excited about a game that we've literally been waiting like 10 plus years for. I'm actually a little mad about this one in particular because in the beginning of January this year, we had gotten a trailer for Phantom Blade Zero, and they had said in the trailer for the Year of the Snake gameplay trailer that we were going to get a release date announcement in 2025, and it's now December. It's now December, and I do not think we have gotten an announcement in some form or fashion. I feel like I would have noticed that if there was an announcement made about the release date for Phantom Blade Zero, and I don't think we've gotten a new trailer or a new gameplay for at least a fair few months, maybe like 3 to 6-ish months. I think I remember there being gameplay at Gamescom for Phantom Blade Zero. I don't remember specifically. We have seen a bunch of gameplay for this game. We've seen some trailers for it. It's been announced for quite a while now, and we know they're going to give us a release date, but they haven't actually given us to it yet. So I think the Game Awards, TGA, is as good of an opportunity for them to reveal the release date for this game than ever. I don't know any other time they would want to release the announcement for, or the release date for this game. So I'm very excited for this game. I want to be even more excited for it and know like when there's actually going to be release date for it, but they haven't given us anything. So hopefully we see a trailer, and hopefully they will actually give us an announcement for a release date. We have known for a while that Bluepoint has been working on a new game, and I believe earlier this year it was announced or revealed or something that Bluepoint was working on like a God of War multiplayer game that got canceled. And then there were some devs at Bluepoint Studios asking for anybody who was experienced on working like on third-person action games, games that also involve like interactions, encounters, puzzles, and stuff like that. I'm just genuinely really curious as to what Bluepoint is working on, especially because recently we had gotten an image that was teased by Jeff Keighley a few days ago where people are speculating that this has something to do in relation to God of War. So maybe we're gonna get like a new God of War game announced at TGA. I don't know how likely that is, but I'm also wondering if this has anything to do, because if it's not God of War, what else could it be? And if it's not God of War, is it potentially something new in relation to something revolving around Bluepoint Studios? Either way, I would still really like to know what Bluepoint has been working on, because they haven't released anything since the Demon Souls remake, and they did a fantastic job with Demon Souls remake. So to see them working on a new game would be really interesting, especially if it's something really cool like Bloodborne remake. You know, obviously it's like people have been clamoring and demanding and asking for like new Bloodborne anything. It doesn't even have to be a remake. It just has to be like a re-release on PC, so that way we can play this game with like mods and at with a higher frame rate, or just anything, right? Just anything revolving around like a new Bloodborne anything. It could be like a re-release, it could be a new game, it could be a remake of Bloodborne itself. People are asking for anything pretty much. We don't care. But yeah, I'm really curious to see if this image has anything to do with God of War that Jeff Keighley had tweeted. And I just really am curious as to see what the hell is Bluepoint working on, because we haven't really heard anything else besides the fact that they were working on a God of War multiplayer that got shut down and is no longer in development. So if they're not working on that, what the hell else are they working on? Are they working on a God of War 1 like remake, or maybe like a God of War trilogy remake, something like that? That would still be really cool. I wouldn't be against that. I've been wanting that for a while, but who knows? I guess only time will tell. These last two are pretty obvious if you know anything about me. Kingdom Hearts 4 and Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3. So we know that they're working on them. We know that they're out there. Last year, I believe it was, we had finally gotten something new in relation to Kingdom Hearts 4, which was just screenshots, and that was like Thanksgiving pretty much, right, for Kingdom Hearts fans. We finally had been given something to eat and latch onto, and it was amazing. And we haven't gotten anything since then, and even before then, we hadn't gotten anything for like 3 or 4 years or something like that. It had been a very, 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 very long time since we had gotten anything new in relation to Kingdom Hearts 4, and I just every single event, it's Gamescom, it's Summer Game Fest, it's the Game Awards, it's a Sony State of Play, it's anything, it's any event, and I'm there like I'm there like a dumbass, just like, it's Kingdom Hearts 4 is gonna show up, guys. I have the clown makeup on and everything. I have the fucking red nose and everything. Kingdom Hearts 4 is gonna show up, guys. It's gonna happen. It's gonna show up. There's gonna be a new trailer. They're gonna like surprise us. It's gonna be a new Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer. Same thing with Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3. I'm one of the assholes who actually still really likes the remake trilogy, what they've done so far. So I really want to see a new trailer for Part 3 and what they're doing with that, because you know, the story and like the changes they've been like altering with it, and like what they're trying to do and what they've been teasing for so long now. I want to see how it concludes in this final part of this trilogy. I don't know, man. I'm wondering what the hell's going on. I want to know. I'm just genuinely curious, considering the fact that we haven't, especially for Kingdom Hearts. Oh my god, especially just for like Kingdom Hearts 4, where we haven't gotten anything new in a very, very long time. I know you guys are working on like a bunch of other stuff, but please, just anything, just like a speck of anything, just like a crumb of a teaser for just to let us know like that you've done like some amount of work for KH4. Like, just please, like anything, and for like Remake Part 3, like just like tease that it even like is anywhere like near within like the next like 2 years, right, or something. I don't know. Anyway, that's pretty much it. That's the video. I don't have much else to say. I'm kind of giving myself a little bit of a headache, like thinking about how frustrating it is to be a Kingdom Hearts fan in 2025, knowing that I'm probably gonna have to wait so long for a new Kingdom Hearts game in the modern day. If you liked the video, be sure to leave a like, and if you want to see more, please be sure to subscribe. Let me know what games you're excited to see at Game Awards potentially. You know, if there are any like announcements that have been made like a while ago that haven't been made in a very long time, or if you're just waiting for like a new trailer for like a new game or anything, right? Just let me know what you're excited to see. What do you think will probably show up? Whatever, doesn't matter. Just could be anything. Just let me know. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.